Good morning, everyone. I am Constable 510 Bob, stationed at the Central Police Station and attached to the Public Relations and Complaints Department. And this morning I have with me Miss Boyea, who is attached to the Inland Revenue Department, and I will let her introduce herself and tell us a bit more about her and her position at the Inland Revenue.
Good morning, everyone. As you've heard, my name is Miss Boyea. I am attached to the licensing division at the Inland Revenue Department. My position is the licensing officer, and I hope our chat is very informative and that it brings awareness.
Thank you very much, Ms. Boyea. There are some changes being made at the Inland Revenue Office at the moment, in particular to the new motor vehicle license decals. Can you explain to the public the changes being made and what will be done?
Now, there are minimal changes to our decals that we normally use. For example, along the sides of our older version of our decals, you'll see that the months are listed. And what we would normally do is punch a hole through the month in which the license expires. In this case, this is punched October. So this states that the license would expire October 2026. The new decal states the month and the year very boldly to the top. We also have included the year, the type and model of vehicle, and also the color. The number plate would also be displayed on our new decals.
Thank you very much, Ms. Boyea. And as an experienced traffic police officer, I would have heard reports of license stickers or decals being stolen. Does the new design decal contribute to improved security?
It definitely would. As you can see, the year, the make and the model and the number is included on our new decals. So there is a very high possibility that persons would be deterred from stealing or being mischievous with our decals.
So for me to steal a license sticker, one of the new model, I'll have to even do my number plate, and that is going to be a lot of trouble to have the same model on Nissan or Toyota and then to take the number plate so that it fits with the sticker that I sold.
As I was saying previously, the possibility of someone even thinking or attempting to steal or misplace one of these decals, I think it's minimal. It's very minimal. Two, the lengths you'll have to go through, as she was saying, to use a decal, it doesn't make any sense. But two, it also would improve our revenue collection. I am a revenue officer first and foremost, and I always see the bigger picture. Because if persons have vehicles that have the same friends, I understand in circles, we have many reports that in circles, persons would use one decal, especially if they have the same number. There are a lot of reports that come to us from time to time that they would take their vehicles to mechanics, body workshop, and their decals go missing.
Yes, I have heard of reports like that. And as you said a while ago, friends, because if I have the same ending number as my co-worker Coombs, I could come in and pay my license, give it to Coombs, and then report my sticker missing, and pay just $100, I think it was, and get a sticker and continue along.
The cost to replace a sticker is $125, and we normally ask that they, along with their insurance, they bring us a letter to state what happened to their decals. In most cases, persons will know, and in a lot, they cannot tell me. They took it somewhere and the decals went missing. And we understand now that persons manufacture pockets that you could put your decals in. So you could just slide it in and slide it out. And the probability now is slim, because our new decals around here has adhesive. So when you slide it into the pocket, it would stick, because you have to take it off so the color for the year to be displayed.
Okay. Understand. Thank you very much. Miss Boy, I have known it where before I could have paid my license in Georgetown or in Beckway. Can I do the same with this new decal presently?
As I was saying, nothing really has changed with our new decal system. It's just that for security purposes and for improvement in collection of revenue, we have gone to just doing a few adjustments to our decals, but everything remains the same. You can still go to our revenue offices, Georgetown, Barley, Beckway, Canawan and Union, and pay your license.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I need to bring any extra new besides the old insurance and the inspection paper? Is there anything new I have to bring to the revenue office when I'm paying my license?
For the implementation, we'll ask that persons ensure that the color of their vehicle matches that is on their registration. If not, you need to inform us. You can go to the police garage and let them verify your color and attach it to the certificate of inspection. Or you could write us a letter and we would do the changes in our database.
Okay, thank you very much. And I know previously when you're paying half year and for the whole year, there's normally a difference in the sticker. So if I have a vehicle registration 1, being January and the beginning of the new year, should I have a vehicle that ends with 1 and I come to pay for half year? Could you explain the difference with the new decal? Because even as a police officer, I might expect once a vehicle is being paid this year, January, I might expect to see the new decal. Could you enlighten us a bit as to what we might see if we pay for half year?
Okay. When we say half year, we are talking about vehicles that have last digit 1 to 6. That's the first half, and then from 7 to 0, that will be the second part of the year. So for example, a vehicle that is being paid for half year for digit number ending 1 would issue a 2026 decal, because your license would expire on the 31st of July 2026. So let me demonstrate. For vehicles ending with the last digit 1, you want to pay a half year, your license would expire on the 31st of July 2026. We normally use the term first half and second half. If you look clearly on our decals, January to June, we consider the first half of the year. So that would be digits 1, 2, 6. We consider those to be the first half of the year. And digits ending with 7 to 0, we consider them also to be the second part of the year. 6 will also be considered as half year for December.
Okay.
Now, as you were saying, if you paid for half year for a vehicle ending with 1, you will not be issued a 2027 decal. You'll be issued a 2026 because the period is July 31st, 2026. If you're paying a license, say for March, you come March and you're paying your license for a half year, then it would expire on the 30th of September 2026. So it's for only persons who are renewing for a whole year, they would be issued a 2027 decal.
One of the new model.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being so informative, Ms. Boyea. And if by chance there's wrong information on the new license sticker, the new license decal, how do I go about it? What can be done to correct such?
Now, for persons who may have the wrong information displayed on their decals, you can do either of two things. You could inform us via letter, Or you can take, when you go to inspect your vehicle, you can ask the police to update the color on your inspection certificate. Mind you, it's an offense to change your color without having permission from the licensing authority. So keep that in mind.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but I just learned something. It's an offense to change the color of the vehicle?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I think that will be news to a lot of persons, because normally we just decide what color we want to put on the vehicle and we change. So thank you very much.
Yes. So as I was saying, this new decal, it will help a lot in crime prevention. It will help to boost revenue collection for the motor vehicle license, and it will be a deterrent. So I am very happy with the way it's turned out. Mind you, we have only few teething problems, because you know, with any new implementation of any system, there's always things you have to work out. So we are asking the public to be patient with us as we walk towards building our nation.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Boyea. Thanks for the lesson also, because I learned a bit.
Okay.
Thank you. And we now have Mr. Pompey with us, who is the Comptroller at the Inland Revenue Department. And Mr. Pompey, in relation to the new license decals that are being implemented, are there any liberties given to persons with registration ending with number 1, seeing that tomorrow will be the last day for persons to pay? Are there any extension given?
Yes, thank you, Professor Bobb. It's good to be in the program. Well, yes, we did recognize that there are persons who would normally pay their license early in the month to avoid the end of month rush. And so given that we started, I think, just in this last week, an extension has been given. An extension for the deadline for payment is being given to February the 6th, that is Friday, February the 6th. So persons who have last digit 1, and the deadline for payment is now February the 6th, which is next week, Friday.
Thank you very much. And after February 6th, you could be prosecuted and taken to court if you have not paid your vehicle license.
Well, yes, all persons would then should have complied, and we are at this point. I think we are pleased in terms of the take up and the ease at which the transition has been made with the new sticker. And I think we are confident that most persons given the chance would have last digit 1 would have renewed their license by next Friday, so as to avoid any problems with the licensing authority, that is the police.
Thank you. And are there any steps being taken to highlight the public as to the changes being made?
Well, yes, I mean, this session is one we have been doing collaborative work, I think, with the media unit at the police department. We have also from our end, we do a lot of online content management in terms of pushing information out on Facebook, to the online newspapers. Of course, we are on the ground floor meeting taxpayers outside. And yes, I think the message is going out and has gone out in terms of persons and the new sticker. And we're actually doing a video right now showing persons how to rip off and attach the new sticker to the decal, because I think there are a couple of persons who had problems with it. But yes, the message has gone out, and as I said, we are quite pleased with persons' acceptance of the new sticker. I think most persons can see it as an improvement over what we had in the past.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Pompey. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I might not have asked, anything you'd like to let them know?
Well, I think generally licensing, we are going to continue to see, I think, changes in the way we manage the license system. So between the department and the police, who are the licensing authority, we would continue to update the general public as we utilize technology to serve the public better. I think I would have mentioned that by March, sometime in March or before the end of March, we should be rolling out an online payment system for both motor vehicle and drivers, and also a new inspection regime insurance regime also, but we will get more details on that. But we are upgrading and using technology, I think, to serve the public so much better, because we have to get persons out of standing in line and be able to get their transaction done, pay their taxes, pay their license from wherever they are, at home, abroad, or wherever. So we are committed to doing that, and I think we are making good progress in that regard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pompey, and it sounds interesting, something to look forward to.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Bobb.
you for having us.
All right, you're welcome.